Guys, I always think about how I used to go to work every Saturday, and I wasn't even scheduled to work, but the people who were scheduled to work. The job that I was working at the time, my role did not require any Saturday work, but I'll go to work every day because I didn't have internet at home. Wi-Fi was like a foreign concept to me. At work, there was abundance of internet. I would go to work and I would search how to make money, how to invest, how to be rich, look at courses, look at this, and I would do that religiously every Saturday, to a point that I used to be surrounded by so many friends and I'd cut off friends. I didn't have time for friends. I found peace in being at work and sit in my desk and just search endlessly for that. And you know what? Immediately when you have the desire, I believe truly, when you have the desire in your heart, I'm not rich, but when you have the desire to learn, to search for things, when your mindset is moving from the current situation that you are in, your mindset is there, and then you are just searching for something that's going to land. Though it doesn't manifest in that way, it does in the current reality, it does not happen in that way. You're not going to suddenly just wake up and find this money-making scheme that's going to make you rich. But for me, how it manifested was one phone call one day, because I was an expert in one software, and it was after hours, the client had come to be assisted, and it wasn't my role. They've been assisted by support, and the person in support said, "No, man, we know someone who used to be in this role, who used to do support, and they can help you." And I was like skeptical, like, "No way, no. Why you want me to help? Who's that person?" I didn't know that my life would begin from that day, and I was resistant. And then when I went out, I met this older man who was typical accountant with a briefcase, who's like now been my mentor, my spiritual guide, my friend. I use the friend word very loosely because he's older than me, and he's actually helped me launch into a space where I could I'd call this, start side hustling. When I went, it's like, okay, I met him, he's a Christian man, and then we sat down and I was like, okay, yeah, I can help you. And then when I helped him, he said, all right, I'll pay you for your time, because it was after hours. I got my first payment of 500 rands from him. And then he started teaching me how to do accounting work, even though I have a cost and management accounting qualification, but I didn't know how accounting works because I was in a different space. That's how my breakthrough happened. As much as it happened in that way, it's because I was in the vibrational alignment of attracting something that will move me forward. It was like such in a smaller scale. Then I'll start work, I'll start doing this. Can you process these invoices? Can you do this? And started that way, and then it became something that I became passionate about. I love doing it. Then I stopped looking for content around being rich and how I could get rich. Then I started investing in learning in that way, learning, because I realized that I enjoy. I'm alive when I'm doing that kind of work. Then I started doing more of that work, and started, going in. And I believe that it's because of separating myself from the life that was not moving me forward and focusing on finding something better. I didn't know what something better was. And I think when some people look for something better and they want something better, and then they're looking for a definition. Something better would be this. Sometimes you just don't even know. I was in a space where I didn't even know what I was passionate about. I didn't even know what my career was. I worked, yes. Every day I showed up to work, but I didn't know I was just doing work, but I didn't know what. I didn't have any career aspirations. Oh my God, this is what I was just lost, because before I'd done accounting, and then now I'm in this IT space, and it's paying my bills, but it's not enough. How do I go back? How will I find a job there in the accounting space? Sorry. I just, there's a time where you just cannot define yourself. You don't know, you're just working. And people think for them to actually find something is they have to know what they want to do. Sometimes you just don't know. And all you have to do is just learn random things. Learn random things every day. You'll find what you're meant to do.